Hold just a second, Tom. Folks, this is Elvis Preston. I'd like to take this time out from music to tell you that you're listening to the number one request show in East Texas, Tom Perlman's Hillbilly Hit Parade.
Thanks a lot, Elvis. That's right here at good old KSIJ, Gladewater, Texas.
Drive right away to the SO sign. Give your neighborhood SO man time to shine. You'll smile as you drive on your way and you'll sing. That's the sign of happy motoring.
J-E-L-L. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. That's Jell-O.
Yum, yum, yum.
Jell-O pudding.
Yum, yum, yum.
Jell-O tapioca pudding, yes, sirree.
Grab your hat, grab your coat, let's be on our way.
Take a plane, take a boat, only don't delay.
We're on our way to see the star today.
Where are we going?
Where are we going? We're gonna see the 55 Studebaker. It has dash, it has dare, it's exciting to see.
It has power to spare, just as new as can be.
How proud you'll feel when you take the wheel.
Well, let's get going.
Go and drive the 55 Studebaker.
Beacons brings the moving prices down. Beacons has the lowest cost in town. We cost you less cause we move you faster. Every man is a moving master. We're the best thing moving men around.
Did you ever see a Beacons man at work? That's poetry in moving.
Beacons brings the moving prices down. Yeah. Beacons.
Now there are no local...
Godzilla, king of the monsters, surging up alive from the depths of the sea in a tidal wave of horror. See before your very eyes a city of 6 million wiped out by a monster-breathing flame. What is Godzilla? A creature from prehistoric time? Or a mutant monster created by man's tampering with nature? Godzilla! Modern weapons cannot kill it. Can science find a way to stop this creature's mad rampage before civilization is destroyed? For the answer, see Godzilla, King of the Monsters. A tale to stun the mind. More fantastic than any ever written by Jules Verne. More terrifying than any ever shown on the screen. See Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
In every Chevrolet showroom across America, more and more people are looking at the car that's just out and just wonderful. The 1957 Chevrolet. Some are looking at Chevrolet's daring new front-end styling, the bold new grille, big, beautiful sloping hood. Some are looking at Chevy's handsome new rear end with high-fashion fenders and fresh new design. Everyone's enthused about the new color-fashioned interiors and the sleek command post instrument panel. And the biggest news of all, Chevrolet's fuel injection, the greatest engine advance since the overhead valve. Plus, 4 famous drives topped by new exclusive Turbo Glide that brings you triple turbine takeoff and a new flowing kind of going. So visit your Chevrolet dealers soon.
Hey, kids, could I talk to you for about 30 seconds? This is Elvis Presley. If you believe polio is beaten, I ask you to listen.
Remember me.
Now, that's the voice of thousands who know the fight against polio is just as tough as it ever was. They're crippled, and the Salk vaccine can't help them recover. But you can. Remember polio victims. Join the 1957 March of Dimes today.
Now that's a happy sound. That's a Disneyland sound. A wild ride with Mr. Toad is certainly an exciting adventure. But at Disneyland, you'll find fun and adventure everywhere you turn. In Tomorrowland, Frontierland, Adventureland, Fantasyland. You'll delight to the happy sights and sounds. Why, it's truly the happiest place on earth. And this summer, there's more room for more fun at Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom. Wonderful new attractions, including Disneyland's Grand Canyon, the sailing ship Columbia, Alice in Wonderland, all designed for family fun and family budgets with Disneyland ticket books. Make your vacation complete with a visit to Disneyland, daytime or nighttime, every day from 9 a.m. till midnight. It's the happiest place on earth.
When it's time to take time out for some refreshment, choose the coolest drink that's ever come to town. Dr. Pepper is the friendly pepper upper, and it never, never, ever lets you down. When the party needs a friendly pepper upper, Dr. Pepper is the drink to pass around. Dr. Pepper is the friendly pepper upper, and it never, never, ever lets you down. Gather round and have a frosty Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is the coolest drink in town. Dr. Pepper is the friendly pepper upper, and it never, never, ever lets you down.
Frosty, man, frosty.
There's a tingling, a freshness, a bounce. When you brush your teeth with Tech, the Tech toothbrush brings a tingling, a freshness, a bounce. Tech makes you feel like smiling. See the generous tufts of pure nylon bristles in Tech. Tech nylon bristles bounce right back into shape, even when wet. So your Tech toothbrush stays firm and fresh longer. Tech has the bristles with the bounce. Tech makes you feel like smiling. And there's a Tech for every shape, smile, and every size. Biggest grown-ups to tiniest children. Tech makes you feel like smiling. By Johnson & Johnson.
One little, two little, three little spark plugs, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little spark plugs, 7 little, 8 little worn out spark plugs, wasting gas and power. Check those worn out spark plugs, check and change to Champion spark plugs. Champion, champion, champion spark plugs, they'll save gas and power.
You know, a spark plug check is the quickest, easiest way to find out if your engine is performing its best. By merely looking at your spark plugs, your serviceman can tell if your engine is overheating or using too much oil and gas. He can get an idea if your ignition system is okay, too. So have your plugs checked today. And if you need new ones, get new Champions, the world's favorite spark plug. With a set of new Champions, you'll get an immediate boost in power, better mileage, too.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little champions, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little champions, 7 little, 8 little champions, spark plugs, they'll save gas and power.
I can drive my new Edsel straight up the side of a cliff.
That's a trifle exaggerated. You can usually get away from a light ahead of the crowd in the 1959 Edsel, but climb cliffs? This is John Cameron Swayze with some eye-opening facts about the all-new 1959 Edsel. If you're fed up with paying too much for look-alike cars, then investigate the new Edsel. It's built to be the most distinctive car on the road. Yet Edsel is priced with many models of Plymouth, Chevrolet, and Ford in the popular priced field. And Edsel gives you many extras the low-priced field either forgets or charges extra for. Big self-adjusting brakes, diamond luster finish that never needs waxing, wall-to-wall carpeting, and many more. Visit your Edsel dealer and treat yourself to a demonstration drive. You'll also find Edsel at many Mercury dealers. See the eye-opener of the year, the all-new 1959 Edsel.
Hello, this is Doris Day. In my new picture, Pillow Talk, Rock Hudson and I are forced to share a two-party telephone line. You wouldn't think a little thing like that would annoy two reasonable, sensible, grown-up people, now would you? Of course not. That's why I want you to listen to this actual scene between us right from the picture soundtrack.
Hello?
Miss Morrow, my name is Brad Allen.
Yes?
Miss Morrow, why are you so fascinated with my personal affairs?
I'm not fascinated, Mr. Allen. Revolted.
You don't see me going down to the phone company complaining about your affairs.
I have none to complain about.
It figures.
What do you mean it figures?
Well, obviously. You're a woman who lives alone, doesn't like it.
I happen to like living alone.
Look, I don't know what's bothering you, but don't take your bedroom problems out on me.
I have no bedroom problems. There's nothing in my bedroom that bothers me.
Oh, that's too bad.
See what I mean?
Please, please, don't eat the daisies, don't eat the daisies.
Well, that sounds like a reasonable request Doris Day is making, so I won't eat any daisies. But why not?
Don't ask stupid questions, just listen.
Please, please, don't eat the daisies.
Are they indigestible?
They are hilarious.
Daisies?
No, Doris Day and David Niven in Please Don't Eat the Daisies.
It's a movie!
The most uproarious of the year.
It's MGM's production co-starring Janice Page, Spring Byington, Richard Hayden, and the Four Little Monsters.
From the famous bestseller that had 50 million readers in stitches.
And it's all about love and marriage and what happens when you mix the two.
Doris Day sings some charming new songs.
David Niven chases some enchanting new females.
And you'll love the funniest comedy in years.
It's Please Don't Eat the Daisies.
In Metrocolor and CinemaScope.
Don't eat the daisies.
All right, all right.
Just go see it.
It thunders out of Africa with all the fury and excitement of an elephant stampede.
Tarzan the Ape Man.
The most thrilling Tarzan story of all time in glorious color.
Starring the magnificent new Tarzan, famed athlete Dennis Miller, and a new Jane, beautiful socialite Joanna Barnes.
MGM's Tarzan the Ape Man.
Never before has the big color screen roared with more thrills.
See ivory hunters on a perilous trek for fabulous forbidden treasure.
Bloodthirsty Kalawana warriors in a savage screaming attack. Roaring hordes of stampeding animals.
Desperate adventurers teetering on the edge of an icy African peak. Evil pygmies in a fight to the death at the flaming pit.
See Tarzan awaken to the ecstasy of love at the pool of paradise. All on the big theater screen in gorgeous color.
Tarzan the Ape Man.
A whiplash of terror turned a circus of beautiful women into creatures without souls in
Circus of Horrors.
The Strange Thrills.
The beauty and blood of the most bizarre circus in the world.
A shocking story set to the spectacular background of the greatest show on earth.
With a brilliant international cast and starring 200 world-famous circus acts.
See them defy death hundreds of feet above the ground.
See the roaring bareback ride through the circle of flames and knives.
See the clowns, the animals, the glamour, and all the color of the circus.
Plus a gripping story as a maniacal killer runs rampant in one of the most terrifying mysteries ever seen on the screen.
See Circus of Horrors in Spectacolor from American International.
Frank Sinatra and Rosemary Clooney for 3 new lines of Ford. There's a big, wide, wonderful world of new Fords.
Newly proportioned for you, Fords.
A beautiful, wonderful new world of Fords.
First, the new Ford line.
Live a wondrous new life in the Fords of a lifetime. The finest new Fords of a lifetime. The beautiful, wonderful new 60 Fords. The new size Ford, the Falcon.
Falcon. The new size Ford Falcon, you'll find that the new size Ford Falcon's the easiest car in the wide world to own.
And the Thunderbird.
Thunderbird,
finest of fine cars, the last word. In wish it were mine cars, the dream car of the wonderful new world of Ford. See them at your Ford dealer now.
Tell us, Debbie, just what is a gazebo?
Oh, everyone should have one.
Well, that may be, but can you describe it for us?
It's beautiful to look at.
Yes.
It's distinctive to own.
And?
It's delightful to dally in.
Well, that clears that up.
Oh, by the way, particular care should be taken not to involve it in murder, kidnapping, and blackmail.
Would anyone?
Yes, I think so. But as a long-standing member of the International Society of Motion Picture Fans dedicated to keeping endings to mystery pictures a secret, I refuse to say more.
You know, Debbie, I believe I'm beginning to get the connection. The Gazebo is the title of your new picture at MGM. Isn't that right?
Right. This is one of the sets for it.
And from what you just said, I gather it's a mystery story.
Well, and a comedy. It has some very funny situations.
Mystery, comedy, no music?
Oh, yes. You see, I play a musical comedy actress in the story, and I do sing one number. It's called Something Called Love.
What do you hear in the best of circles? Schaefer all around. People all have found the pleasure doesn't fade after one or two. You get that first beer pleasure each beer through. That's why you hear in the best of circles, Schaefer all around.
Settle on Schaefer, your cue to quality.
Hey, look at me.
Hey, what's going on here? Linda, what are you doing wearing that barrel?
Because Mommy says we can't buy one more thing till the Tower store opens. So I gotta wear a barrel.
Well, Mummy's got something there, Linda. The new Towers Discount Department Store is opening November 17th on Lawrence East at Midland. 48 departments, one-stop shopping with acres of free parking. No salesman to browbeat you, no high pressure. Just take all the time you want to select your own purchases. Fantastically low prices, all first-quality merchandise, free layaways, 10-day money-back guarantee, and Towers' famous CBV, certified best value. Every advertised price guaranteed the lowest anywhere in the area for comparable items. Open 9:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Towers Discount Department Store, opening November 17th.
When you hear the crowds cheering, the time will be Friday, October 7th.
And the crowds will cheer because on Friday, October 7th, Chevrolet dealers all over the country start the greatest show on Worth. They'll be cheering a family of 9 new 1961 Chevy Corvair models, including all new Corvair station wagons. And that's not all they'll be cheering, because for 1961, Chevy's Corvair will also introduce all new Corvair sports wagons. Yes, the crowds will cheer all the 1961 Chevy Corvairs. 9 complete trip cars with new economy, new roominess. So remember,
when you hear the crowds cheering, the time will be Friday, October 7th.
Pages torn from a frontier dance hall girl's intimate diary come to the screen as one of this year's motion picture highlights, The Deadly Companions. Starring Maureen O'Hara as the woman Slander drove into shocking and dangerous adventures. Brian Keith, determined, ruthless in his pursuit of vengeance. Steve Cochran, as reckless and irresistible a scoundrel as ever lived. And Chill Wills, topping his great performance in Alamo. The Deadly Companions. An outstanding cast in a man-woman rough-and-tumble drama that hits like a thunderbolt. Pathé America presents in Panavision and Pathé Color, The Deadly Companions.
L&M.
Dance?
Let's just listen.
Cigarette?
Nice white filter.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Blended, blended, blended.
It's so mild and mellow. Great flavor, too.
Yeah.
You know, like they say in the ads, L&M has found the secret.
That unlocks the flavor. Would you like to dance?
Isn't this better than dancing?
Oh,
Yeah.
Who's the big town's most fascinating female?
She's Audrey Hepburn as Holly Golightly in Breakfast at Tiffany's. She's extraordinary. She's deliciously different. Why? Because Holly does whatever comes unconventionally, like starting off each day with Breakfast at Tiffany's. Right, Holly?
I'm crazy about Tiffany's. Calms me down right away. The quietness and the proud look of it, nothing very bad could happen to you there.
And that daring, darling Holly always has ideas about having fun. Here's one.
Now, I've got a wonderful idea. We could spend the whole day doing things we've never done before. We'll take turns. For something you've never done, then me. Of course, I can't really think of anything I've never done.
You'll be delighted with Audrey Hepburn as Holly Golightly in Paramount's Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Life magazine calls it the gayest, sophisticated comedy Hollywood has served up in years.
And it's in sparkling Technicolor.
Here's a must for you record collectors. 12 great recordings by Bobby Vee, one of the most popular singers in the country today, all on one sensational Liberty album. Hits like... Take good care of my baby. The romantic... But will you love me tomorrow? And another favorite. When I'm walking with my angel. And Bobby V's current hit. If you found another guy who satisfies you more than I do, run to him. Yes, all these smash hits, plus such top tunes by Bobby V as Remember Me, Go On, Who Am I, He Will Break Your Heart, by popular demand, all on one great Liberty album that you fans will not want to miss. Be sure you get your new Bobby V album in monaural or stereo right away, wherever records are sold.
Face to face they stand, and the tension is explosive. Listen to Gregory Peck and Robert Mitchum in Cape Fear.
I got a little plan for your wife and kid that they're never gonna forget. Never.
Well, I've seen the worst. The dregs, but you are the lowest.
Cape Fear, the screen's most suspenseful story of an unspeakable crime and the helpless people it touched with terror. Starring Gregory Peck, Robert Mitchum, Polly Bergen.
If you touch me, you'll go back to prison for life.
You want to make a little bet on that?
But you will. I'm not like Nancy. I'm not afraid to testify. Believe me.
Cape Fear.
Attention, everyone! Myron Lee Enterprises brings to the Sioux Falls Coliseum Wednesday, July 18th, the nation's top rock and roll attraction, the Everly Brothers. Yes, you'll hear the Everly Brothers in person singing such hits as Wake Up Little Susie and Bye Bye Love. Oh, you'll be crying the blues if you're not at the Sioux Falls Coliseum on Wednesday, July 18th. Yes, the Everly Brothers will be playing their latest hit, How Can I Meet Her? Wednesday, July 18th at the Sioux Falls Coliseum from 8 to 11:30. It's the Everly Brothers in person for a big show and dance, plus the extra bonus of Myron Lee and the Caddies playing their latest hit, Town Girl. Two big bands, plus the Everly Brothers in person, Sioux Falls Coliseum, Wednesday, July 18th. Don't you dare miss it, or you'll know what they'll say.
They got ranges, heaters, power tools, they got TV, toasters, waiting pools, they got hi-fi hammers, hoses, rakes, they got all the very finest makes.
Stop and shop at Kmart, get the best in name brand merchandise. They guarantee the quality and discount the price.
They got washers, dryers, bassinets, they got sprinklers, toasters, wire nets, they got broilers, records, vacuum cleaners, barbecues to roast your wieners, ranges, heaters, power tools, they got TV, toasters, waiting pools, they got hi-fi hammers.
The difference is in the taste. Manischewitz.
What a wine.
Manischewitz.
These are the good old days on WIRS.
In sight, it must be right. Steak and Shake.
Yum! Try some.
Almost everywhere you go these days, you'll find a Steak and Shake, proof of the pudding of how popular Steak and Shake has become.
Steak and Shake, specializing in selected foods that please the most discriminating.
In sight, it must be right. Steak and Shake.
Yum! Try some.
Each week, Steak and Shake uses over 50,000 pounds of choice U.S. government-inspected beef for steak burgers and chili.
It's your absolute guarantee of the finest at Steak and Shake.
Whether it's a meal or just a snack, Steak and Shake does it quicker and better.
Hey, Steak and Shake's genuine chili, Chili Mac, or chili 3 ways, fresh daily from Steak and Shake's own kitchens.
In sight, it must be right. Steak and Shake.
Yum! Try some.
There are Steak and Shakes at 521 West Main, 2613 North Adams, 4030 South Adams in Peoria, and at 1150 West Washington in East Peoria.
It's a meal. Steak and Shake.
Yum! Try some.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a movie being shown in this area that we would sincerely like to warn you about. The title, The Blood Feast. This is, without exception, the bloodiest, goriest, most sadistic motion picture ever produced. If you're at least bit squeamish, do not attempt to see this one. We have told you about many horror movies that you probably got a kick out of, but this one is different. If you are at all impressionable, don't see it. If you have an impressionable teenager, under no circumstances, let them see it. Absolutely no children will be admitted. There'll be nurses on duty, not as an advertising gimmick, but because they will be needed. We are sincere in warning you about this movie. Its title, again, is The Blood Feast, and it is honestly the most gruesome motion picture ever produced. See it if you must, but we wanted you to know what to expect.
Welcome to an evening with Karloff, the master of menace, in 5 fright-filled features. Watch breathlessly as the coffin opens to release the terror duck. It's only a gallon pulls the raven. Join Boris Karloff in the most gruesome day of the undead, Black Sabbath. And there are 2 more blood-chilling delights. Die, monster, die. And who knows? You may die, laughing at the comedy of terrors. 5 of Karloff's creepiest capers in nightmare colors. And you are invited.
Don't cook tonight. Call Chicken Delight. Don't cook tonight. Call Chicken Delight. They will fill your appetite for a dinner complete. Boy, what a treat. Delivered hot right to your door. Now I ask you, what are you cooking for?
Why, wash those dishes, don't scrub that pan.
Grab the phone and call the man.
Ooh, what flavor in every bite.
Don't cook tonight. Call Chicken Delight.
Call Chicken Delight.
My dad and I went out to try the new cars now on hand. Well, man, we flipped for the one equipped with Rambler Shift Command. The Rambler's the one car the father and the son car made with Shift Command. For Dad and Mom it shifts itself, but I can shift by hand. Keep, the others they can keep. The Rambler's hot, 'cause Rambler's got new lines and new appeal. And 64 shift, 1 stick floor shift, come and take the wheel. Just let it cruise, or you can use the stick for sports car feel. New Rambler man, a Shift Commando, come let us rejoice. To shift or not, at last we've got the chance to make the choice. Yes, you can choose the shift to use the Rambler people planned to put you in a Rambler with brand new Shift Command.
Had an appointment at 4th and Main when, you know, it started to rain. Made the awning at a bakery shop, took one look, said, rain don't stop. Even Even all wet, this girl looked great. I said, a cigarette while we wait?
Viceroy?
That's right. I said Viceroy tastes the way you'd like a filter cigarette to taste. Not too strong, not too light. Viceroy's got the taste that's right. That's right.
That's right.
The sun came out, the sky turned blue. Maybe Viceroy can do the same for you.
That's right.
Now you know, and you can take all bets. If you smoke all 7 filter cigarettes, you'll find some too strong, some too light. But Viceroy's got the deep weave filter. And the taste that's right. Not too strong, not too light. Viceroy's got the taste that's right.
Tyler presents The Beach Boys Holiday Spectacular. The Beach Boys in person will be at the Fairgrounds Coliseum Wednesday, December 30th at 8 p.m. with an all-new show. You'll also see and hear the new Beach. Oh, baby, hold me tight. Everything's all right. Plus, Jay and the Americans. The Monarchs and the Wacky DJs appearing commercially. Advance tickets $2, general admission $2.50, reserve section are now on sale at all fine stores, Variety in the Mall, Record Discount Center, Tits, Shinely Records, Spin In, Jeffersonville, Flannery's in New Albany, and the Coliseum. Or send for tickets to the Beach Boys, WAKY, Louisville. Please enclose self-addressed envelope. A dance follows the show in the ABC room of the Fairgrounds with music of the Monarchs from 10 p.m. till 1 a.m. $1 per person.
Radio? Why should I advertise on radio? There's nothing to look at, no pictures.
Listen, you can do things on radio you couldn't possibly do on TV.
That'll be the day.
All right, watch this. Okay, people, and now when I give you the cue, I want the 700-foot mountain of whipped cream to roll into Lake Michigan, which has been drained and filled with hot chocolate. Then the Royal Canadian Air Force will fly overhead towing a 10-ton maraschino cherry, which will be dropped into the whipped cream to the cheering of 25,000 extras. All right, cue the mountain. Cue the Air Force. Cue the maraschino cherry. Okay, 25,000 cheering extras.
Now, you want to try that on television?
Well...
You see, radio is a very special medium because it stretches the imagination.
Doesn't television stretch the imagination?
Up to 27 inches, yes.